Good afternoon, I'm Dan Hagan. Today on Up North at 4, grab yourself a cup of milk because it's Dairy Day here on Up North at 4. We'll watch Jeff and I's adventure at United Pride Dairy in Phillips. We'll get to that in a bit, but first here's your top 4 at 4. Hometown Trolley showed off its newest creation right here in Rhinelander. This trolley bus was seen at the Oneida County Courthouse today. The Crandon-based company sells trolleys for public city transit. They have buses all around the world and recently sent 4 trolleys to Dubai. On Friday, this trolley will be leaving to Yorktown, Pennsylvania. Jeffrey Leipscher was sentenced to 3 years in prison and 7 years probation today. Last August, Leipscher's truck hit and killed motorcyclist Sean Holtzlander in Sugar Camp. He then fled the scene, and Sean's mom today, Dorothy, asked for a 23-year sentence, the same age when he died. A new outdoor playground opened in Wausau today. JoJo's Jungle is a unique playground where children of any ability can play. The splash pad there will remain closed because of the pandemic. JoJo's is now the central Wisconsin's largest all-inclusive playground. As part of the ongoing Oneida County Virtual Fair, there will be a paranormal investigation at Pioneer Park tomorrow night. A paranormal team will be doing the investigation in the museum. You can watch Fair Treasurer Meg Sprexel live on the fair's Facebook page beginning at 9 p.m. Again, that's tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. It's Dairy Day, Jeff. Let's get a glass of milk after this.
Hey, Dan. Yep, with plenty of sunshine out there today and temperatures back up in the upper 70s. We like that. Tomorrow, we're going to go for 80 also on Saturday, followed by some really big changes getting in here Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. But look at this right now. It's 77 degrees at the airport in Rhinelander with a calm wind. It feels fantastic outside. Same thing for Wausau, 79 with a calm wind there as well. Dew points are hanging out in the comfortable range right now. That will change a bit tomorrow. It'll be slightly more humid throughout the day tomorrow. Around the horn, everybody's having a very nice day from the upper 70s to low 80s across parts of north central Wisconsin. Only a few 80s today. We'll get more of these tomorrow and especially on Saturday. Lots of clear skies across the state, but there are a couple fair weather clouds in here as well. We're tracking, though, a mess to the west of us. This, though, will leave us alone until Saturday. It's going to be a cold front and really drop our temperatures for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, lows down near 50. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Don't let the cost of high deductibles or out-of-pocket expenses prevent you from receiving the care you need. With Bone & Joint's no-interest payment plan, you don't have to live in pain. Visit bonejoint.net for more details on no-interest financing.
Looking for a new home? See how you can customize at North Country Homes.
The 4-foot by 6-foot walk-in ceramic showers have been real popular. And we're seeing a lot more different trim and cabinet colors coming into the market. It's always a good feeling seeing a family move into the new home and their family enjoying it.
Let our family make your family a home.
Homes you can feel good about. North Country Homes.
Planning an exciting outdoor excursion? You need the app from the weather team you can rely on, the WJFW Weather Watch app, featuring hourly and daily forecasts, high-resolution imagery, and opt-in push alerts to let you know when severe weather approaches. With all these features, you'll know the best days to cast a line or when it will be perfect to explore the wilderness. The WJFW Weather Watch app is available in your app store now. Weather Watch 12, from where you live.
With 40 years in service, Vanetta Plumbing in Minocqua features the finest name brands and fixtures. When you visit Vanetta's updated showroom, you'll see working and attractive displays to help you make your fixture decision. Vanetta Plumbing services all makes and brands, and their highly skilled professional technicians are able to solve any plumbing problems. Call Vanetta Plumbing at 715-356-7312 or visit them on Highway 51 South in Minocqua.
You better call Vanetta.
Don't let the cost of high deductibles or out-of-pocket expenses prevent you from receiving the care you need. With Bone & Joint's no-interest payment plan, you don't have to live in pain. Visit bonejoint.net for more details on no-interest financing.
Welcome to Up North at 4. My name is Dan Hagan. I'm here with Bill Harper from United Pride Dairy. Bill, how's it going today?
It's going good.
All right, we're going to start at ground zero. like I said, United Pride Dairy, just tell us about the farm you got here.
So yeah, this is United Pride Dairy. We milk about 2,300 cows 3 times a day, 365 days a year. This is a family-owned dairy farm. This ground that we're standing on was settled in 1911 by my in-laws' family. In 1996, my father-in-law, John Pesco, had roughly 100 cows, and he wanted to expand. He expanded with a neighbor from about 5 miles away, Ed Jacerta, who had 65 cows, and they built their first freestyle barn and milked about 300 cows. Since then, we have just progressively kept growing and got to the point where we are today. We have about 90 people on our payroll between full-time and part-time, and are pretty much an all in-house operation. We do everything from the baby calf raising, as you see the baby calves here, all the way through to the dairy cows. We do all of our own cropping and our own milk hauling.
Well, tell me about being a farmer. You married into this. What has it been like working every day at the farm? I mean, it must be difficult to kind of physically challenge yourself every day.
Yeah, so, dairy farming is a very labor-intensive job. Comes with many challenges, but also many rewards. I mean, at the end of the day, it's we always look for, a couple of good things that happened. As one can imagine, when you operate 365 days a year, there's going to be issues. Whether it's something you can control or not is out of your control, but we just keep our heads down and keep taking steps forward.
Well, tell me about kind of the process here. I mean, we got baby cows behind us, so it's not just milking cows, you're birthing cows, you're raising cows. What all goes into a huge dairy farm like this one?
Yeah, so, it all starts with a mom cow giving a baby. The mom has a 9-month gestation period, just like humans. Once she calves, we have the baby calf. These ones that are right behind us are about 10 to 14 days of age right now. So, a baby calf is a larger animal. They gain about 2 pounds a day. We raise them up. It takes 2 years roughly before they become an adult cow and start producing milk. And then we harvest it and we send that milk out to Foremost Farms. We ship out just shy of 200,000 pounds of milk per day.
200,000 pounds?
Yep.
And you told me earlier that that goes to cheese primarily or exclusively?
So like I said, we sell our milk to Foremost Farms Cooperative. They have many plants throughout Wisconsin, one in Michigan, and a couple in Minnesota. Their main purchaser or customer is Nestle. So a lot of our milk goes to mozzarella cheese, which you would find on Kraft, DiGiorno, pizzas. Jack's Pizzas would be some of the primary things that our milk would end up on.
So everyone knows about, dairy farmers in Wisconsin, how this time right now, it's hard to make it. How do you guys keep going forward? How do you guys stay profitable? And how do you run a successful dairy farm in 2020?
Yeah, so, when I grew up and I would get $50 for Christmas, my grandmas would always say, don't let that money burn a hole in your pocket. You kind of have to use that philosophy in dairy farming too. When it's good, you pay what you got to pay, and you maybe don't go and spend the rest of it right away, so that you can ride out the low times too. So, I think that the forefathers here and my father-in-law and other business partner were good at that, and they instilled that in myself and my brother-in-law. But then we also do other proactive things such as marketing or hedging our milk, hedging a lot of our feeds, and try to take advantage of as many discounts as we can by pre-buying or locking up some of those commodities.
Okay, so it sounds like you're innovating, you're adapting to changing times, but one thing does stay the same, the milking of the cows. We're going to get through that process next here on Up North at 4. Stick with us.
Save big money in your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Create exciting outdoor living space with Menards' great selection of concrete landscape blocks. 16-inch brick-faced patio blocks are just $239 each after 11% off. Blast away dirt and stains with Mold Armor. House or deck wash cleans mildew, mold, and algae stains with no scrubbing. Just $6.99 each after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Getting your groceries delivered is convenient, but not all grocery delivery programs are the same. Triggs takes pride in setting ourselves apart by being experts in delivering fresh food. After all, that's the way you'd shop if you had the time. Our personal shoppers are trained to pick the freshest items for you, just like you would do. Try Triggs to go today.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie.
And this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine. If this year's taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we happen to check all of those boxes. Next time you're in the market for a dock or lift, boat, camper, power sports, or nearly anything outdoors, sales, rentals, parts, or service,
we'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
As we all face COVID-19 together, it's important to support local businesses.
And we are shining the spotlight on innovative ways that businesses are serving our community.
Visit our website for our freshest batch of ways to help local business owners weather this storm.
There are many ways to support local businesses, such as ordering takeout from your favorite restaurant.
Now more than ever, we need to support our local businesses so we get through these hard times and come out even stronger.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. We are now at the milking parlor. You can see it behind us. Bill, we need to know anything and everything about this milking parlor.
Sure. So this milking parlor, this facility we built in 2010. This is a De La Valle rotary parlor. It has 60 stalls on it. It travels, it takes about 8 minutes for it to do one revolution. So the cows enter onto it. They get to go for an 8-minute ride on the merry-go-round. During that process, we prep the cows, we sanitize them, we milk them, and then we post-sanitize them so that they have good hygiene and they're good for the next time that they come into the parlor. Here, we milk around the clock. Like I said before, each cow gets milked 3 times a day. A couple of the neat things about this parlor on the sustainability side is it takes 4 half horsepower motors to spin this with 60 cows on it at an average cow weight of 1,800 pounds per animal. So very energy efficient, and each one of those motors is on a variable frequency drive, so it is not using 100% of the power that it needs at all moments. We also recycle our water, so all of our milk that we harvest, and we harvest about 250 pounds of milk per minute, gets chilled initially via well water. All that well water we recapture and we use for watering the cattle and doing dirty clean down, and then the parlor gets parked and goes through a CIP process with well water at that point. A couple of the other cool things on technology on this is every cow that comes in has a pedometer on her back right leg, and that's tracking her activity, how many steps she takes during the course of the day. We're retrieving that data every half hour, either if they're in the parlor or out in the barns via Wi-Fi. That tells us if the cow is starting to not feel the best, we can see that she drops or she spikes in activity. It also records how many pounds of milk she gives on each session so that we can make management decisions and or health decisions on her from that too.
Yeah, and Bill, the financial margins in farming are a challenge in a good year. How does using sustainable resources like you have behind us, how does that help your farm over the course of a given year?
Yeah, so by using some sustainable practices, we can cut down on how much money is in our expenses to guarantee ourselves a little bit better profit, because we are working with razor thin margins on any typical year.
Can you kind of explain how, I see this mechanical milking process behind me. How do those little suction cups know when to stop?
Yeah, so part of the parlor that we can't see, that we could see from the inside, is all the milk that comes through the 4 inflations from the cow goes through a milk meter. So that milk meter is tracking how much milk she gives and also how fast she gives it. So as she starts to ramp down on letting as we milk her out, it notices that, and then the claw will automatically retract off so that we don't do damage to the cow and overmilk her.
Yeah, there's a lot going on behind us right now. Is it true that a happy cow is a milked cow? Why is that?
A happy cow is a milk cow. So, like I said, we milk cows 3 shifts, 3 8-hour shifts a day. We're down for about 1 hour out of each of those 8-hour shifts to do our CIP cleaning on it. And if we get behind, if we have an equipment malfunction or something, we get behind, the cows are absolutely jumping to get on the parlor. So they like to get milked. They love to be on it. Probably one of the biggest things that we struggle with on our rotary, and pretty typical for any other dairy farmer that has a rotary parlor, is the cows don't like to get off. They want to continue their ride.
So it sounds like cows want to be milked. I know Jeff likes to drive large machinery. So I think that's what we're going to do next, Bill. We're going to get Jeff on a feed tractor. That will be right after the break.
Absolutely.
Our local shelters have lots of furry friends in need of loving homes. Watch News Watch 12 today, every Friday morning, to see a new cuddly cat or dog ready for you to adopt. Homeward Bound on News Watch 12 today is sponsored by Paws and Claws.
Moondeer and Friends Gallery in downtown Boulder Junction offers an eclectic mix of contemporary fine art and craft, antiques, professional custom frame service, and many other smaller gift items, featuring the work of gallery owner Sarah Mender, as well as over 150 other regional artists.
Dateline Friday, The Danger Within. You can see the bullet holes in the wall.
She fought for her life.
The X-rated clue that led to a killer.
I still can't wrap my head around it.
Dateline Friday, 9/8 Central.
3, 2, 1. Cannonball! It's the biggest, wettest, wildest water competition ever.
Mike the Miz Mizanin hosts Cannonball.
Flop it like it's hot.
Sunday on NBC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scherer, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Kitchen Bath Mart.
All right, Bill, here we are in one of your front-end loaders. You work with a nutritionist who has you mix up the feed in a certain way. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so what we feed in dairy farms is called total mixed ration. So right now we're in the feed loader, and you're going to dump some feed into the TMR tub, which has 2 big blender screws, and it mixes it all up so that the cow can't sort out the Snicker bar from the vitamins.
Okay, here goes. There it goes. So that goes into a huge bin. Yep. It all gets mixed up and then right out to the cattle and the cows,
Then they'll take it, they'll drive it through the barn, and they'll lay it out right in front of the cattle.
Very cool. All right, thank you.
Are you worried about going away to college this fall? What if you could get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus to begin your bachelor's degree, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams and saving you money. With NTC's new liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including a guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison. North Central Technical College. We're ready when you are.
Sometimes you need a flashlight, and sometimes you need a lantern. So why not get one light that can do both? Nick Bolton here for the newest addition to our tactical line, the Tac Light Pro from Bell & Howell. Now, when you need a flashlight, you'll have one of the best and brightest on the market today. And when you need a lantern, simply slide it open to reveal a Cobb LED so bright it can fill an entire room with light. Plus, like all of our tactical products, this one is built like a tank. Drop it on the ground and it keeps right on working. Drop it in water and you still don't have to worry. No matter how extreme the conditions, you can always rely on a tac light. In fact, it can even survive getting run over by a tank. It just destroyed these other flashlights, but our tactical light, still working. That's what I call military tough. And it gets even better. Every Tac Light Pro has a magnetic base, so you can use the flashlight or the lantern feature and keep both hands free. Not to mention, this amazing light has all the features of the original Tac Light, including a 200 times zoom, and it's 22 times brighter than a regular flashlight. I mean, there's just nothing like it on the market today.
Act now, and through this special TV offer, you can get the new Tac Light Pro for the same low price as the original, just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. Tac Light Pro is the only tactical flashlight and tactical lantern in one that also features a magnetic base and state-of-the-art Cobb LED. Plus, it carries the Bell & Howell name, a brand your family has trusted since 1907, and comes with our lifetime guarantee. But wait, click or call today and you can double your order. Just pay a separate fee. That's two for one special low price. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-290-2215. That's 1-800-290-2215, or order online at taclightpro.com. Call now.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. We kind of lost Jeff Weller, Bill, but I do want to wrap things up here on United Pride Dairy Farm. We're standing in front of some corn right now, not some cows. Tell us why this corn is also important to your farm.
Yeah, so, milking the cows is only one part of our operation. Growing the crops that we use to feed the cows is a big part of our operation too. So we plant just a little over 2,000 acres of corn, which we harvest every fall to feed our cows, along with about 3,000 acres of grass hay and or alfalfa, which we harvest 3 to 4 times throughout the summer months. All that feed gets harvested and it goes back to the main dairy and gets put into big drive-over bunker piles, and then we cover that with 2 layers of plastic and a bunch of semi-tire sidewalls to reduce the shrinkage on it, because every pound of crop that we haul in has value to it, and we don't want that to be lost via shrink, as it's called in the dairy industry.
So really neat. So it's not just cows at your dairy farm, you have crops and you're feeding these crops to your animals, so it's kind of one big huge process that it sounds like your family, or your wife's family rather, has kind of perfected over generations.
Yep, so we continue to keep tweaking on it every year and every decade. Back in the day, the guys would have farmed, probably around 100 acres to start with. As we've grown and progressed throughout the dairy, we've also got better technology. So a lot of our crops are put in now via GPS, so that we're not having redundancy or overlap on seeds. Same thing with our nutrient management plan that we put out the nutrients into the crop, a lot of GPS there, so that every penny that we spend, we're getting hopefully that penny back out of the crop and out of the ground. And what we like to say is, if we treat the land, the cows, and the people right, then it all works out in the end.
Okay, I think that's a great way to end this, Bill. Thank you so much for letting Jeff and I visit today. I don't know where Jeff is, but hopefully we find him before we got to take off here. But thanks again. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Mike, glad to see you guys.
Where have you been?
I've been lost in this cornfield. The corn's like 8 foot tall.
Okay, well, we got to get out of here, Jeff. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time on Up North at 4.
Ranch to Fork from Rondelay Ranch is sponsored by Triggs and Cellar 70. Also brought to you by Greeby Chef Center.
Hello and welcome to Ranch to Fork. I'm Chef Joe from the Rondelay Ranch in the heart of the Northwoods. Today we have a great recipe with New York strips marinated in a Chamula sauce. First off, I have my great New York strips that I got from Triggs Meat Counter. Great product. Next, we're going to start off with the first part of our marinade. In a mortar and pestle, I have some salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes, some cumin and coriander, and a little bit of black umami garlic. You just want to lightly mix the garlic in with the seasonings, grind it to a small paste-like chunky consistency. Once you have that, you want to place in a bowl. And mix chopped parsley, chopped cilantro, lemon juice, and a little bit of olive oil. Just mix that up till all the herbs get wet and everything comes together. A Cholula sauce is very similar to a chimichurri, but I feel it's a little more amped up and has more spice flavor to it. I feel it's better. Now for marinating our steak, I have my New York cut strip. I'm gonna add a little bit of more olive oil to the marinade pan. Place my marinade on top, let that sit, turn it, coat each side, place it in the refrigerator for roughly 1 hour to let the marinade fully incorporate into the meat. I just pulled my New York strip out of the refrigerator. It sat for an hour in the refrigerator, and boy, this marinade smells great on this strip. I have my grill heated to a medium high. Again, I like to just lightly oil the grates for where I'm going to place my New York strip. And roughly 4 to 5 minutes per side is what you want to achieve for a medium rare temperature. All right, just flipped my steak. I quarter turned it 2.5 minutes on the other side, and it's finishing up roughly another couple of minutes and it should be done. I believe our New York strip is finished. Now, after you grill a steak, you always want to let it rest. I'm going to let it rest for about 5 to 7 minutes so all the juices settle and stay into the steak. Now my steak is perfectly cooked to medium rare. When marinated in a homemade Cholula sauce, then grilled and topped with extra sauce, well, you've taken this cut to a whole new level. New York strips are always a winner in my book. I bought these delicious steaks from Triggs Meat Counter. Okay, there you go. Grilled New York strip, marinated in Cholula dressing. And remember, you just don't eat with your mouth, you eat with your eyes, so make it look good, taste good, and enjoy. And here's Bruce from Cellar 70 with the wine pairing and suggestion.
I'd like to first thank Rondelay Ranch and Triggs for putting on this mini-series of food and wine pairing to show the quality of the Northwoods. Today I'm featuring Ron Bauer Family Vineyards, which was established in 1980. This Zinfandel is fantastic pairing with Chef's New York strip. With hints of cassis, tobacco, and vanilla, this is the perfect pairing for a summer picnic.